The air hung heavy with the scent of aging papyrus and leather-bound wisdom. Plato, the Athenian philosopher, ran a hand across the dusty spines of countless scrolls. He was in the legendary library of Alexandria, a beacon of knowledge in the ancient world. A faint glimmer in the dimly lit corner caught his eye. He approached cautiously, his heart pounding with anticipation. There, nestled between crumbling stone and forgotten texts, lay a weathered leather-bound notebook. Its pages, brittle with age, whispered forgotten secrets. As Plato carefully opened the notebook, his eyes fell upon an inscription. It was in an ancient Athenian script, the language of his ancestors. The name Dropides leapt from the page, sending a shiver down his spine. Dropides, his great-grandfather, was a man spoken of in hushed tones, a guardian of truth and justice in a tumultuous Athens. This was no ordinary notebook. It was a link to his past, a bridge across generations, and it hinted at a tale so incredible that it seemed beyond the realm of possibility. The notebook promised to unveil the truth behind a legend whispered in hushed tones, the lost city of Atlantis. Dropides was more than just Plato's ancestor. He was a revered figure in Athenian history. His name was synonymous with integrity, a beacon of justice in a city often swayed by ambition and greed. Athenians remembered him for his unwavering adherence to truth and his courage to stand against tyranny. He had served as the Archon of Athens, the highest magistrate, his rule marked by wisdom and fairness. Stories of his deeds were passed down through generations, each tale emphasizing his commitment to justice and the well-being of Athens. Dropides, according to family law, was a man who valued knowledge above all else. He believed that truth, no matter how buried, had a way of revealing itself. Plato, inheriting his ancestors' thirst for knowledge, realized that the notebook was more than just a collection of writings. It was a testament to Dropides' lifelong pursuit of truth. The notebook, Plato sensed, held a story that Dropides felt was vital to preserve, a tale that had endured through time. This story, Plato soon discovered, was intimately connected to the legendary city of Atlantis. The notebook contained fragmented accounts of a journey undertaken by Solon, a renowned Athenian lawmaker. Driven by a thirst for knowledge, Solon had traveled to Egypt, the land of pharaohs and pyramids, seeking wisdom from its ancient priests. He sought their knowledge on matters of history, governance, and the mysteries of the cosmos. The Egyptian priests, custodians of ancient wisdom, welcomed Solon. They recognized in him a kindred spirit, a seeker of truth. They shared their knowledge, passed down through millennia, inscribed on papyrus scrolls and carved into the very walls of their temples. During these exchanges, Solon learned of a grand civilization that had long since vanished, Atlantis. Intrigued and skeptical, Solon listened as the priests revealed that Atlantis was not a mere myth, but a historical reality. The Egyptian priests led Solon deep within their temples, into chambers where the air was thick with incense and the flicker of oil lamps cast dancing shadows. There, on the walls, were intricate carvings. They depicted a magnificent island city, a testament to architectural genius with towering structures that seemed to kiss the clouds. The carvings depicted a civilization far ahead of its time. They showed Atlanteans harnessing the power of crystals for energy, constructing ingenious aqueducts that brought fresh water to lush gardens, and building ships capable of traversing vast oceans. This advanced society, the priests explained, flourished on an island larger than Libya and Asia Minor combined, yet the carvings also hinted at the city's downfall. Section 5. The Fall of a Civilization. As Solon moved from one carving to another, a chilling narrative unfolded. The once noble Atlanteans, the carvings suggested, had been corrupted by their own success. They became consumed by greed and lust for power. Their ambition, once a driving force for progress, morphed into a destructive force. The Atlanteans, drunk on their own power, waged wars of conquest against their neighbors. This aggression, the priests revealed, angered the gods. They unleashed their wrath upon Atlantis, unleashing earthquakes of unimaginable scale and monstrous waves that swallowed the island beneath the waves. The once great civilization, in a single day and night of cataclysmic fury, was wiped from the face of the earth. The carving served as a stark warning from the past, a testament to the ephemeral nature of power and the devastating consequences of unchecked ambition. Section 6. Echoes of Atlantis. The notebook, Plato realized, was more than just a historical account. It contained detailed descriptions of Atlantis's political structure, its social hierarchy, and even its military organization. Dropides had meticulously documented every detail gleaned from Solon's encounter with the Egyptian priests. He even included his own analysis, drawing parallels between Atlantis's fate and the political climate of Athens. Dropides believed that the story of Atlantis held valuable lessons for his city. He argued that Athens, with its growing influence and military might, was in danger of repeating Atlantis's mistakes. His words, penned centuries ago, resonated deeply with Plato. He saw how easily power could corrupt, how ambition could turn even the most enlightened society towards darkness. Section 7. The Philosopher's Tale. The notebook, with its tale of a lost civilization, ignited Plato's imagination. He recognized the power of the Atlantis story, its ability to convey complex philosophical and moral lessons. Inspired, Plato decided to share this cautionary tale with the world. He penned 2 dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, using the story of Atlantis as a backdrop. In his dialogues, Atlantis became more than just a lost city. It became a powerful allegory for the dangers of unchecked ambition, the importance of virtue, and the transient nature of power. He wove the tale of Atlantis into his philosophical teachings, using it to illustrate the consequences of corruption and the importance of striving for a just and balanced society. Plato's writings ensured that the legend of Atlantis, passed down from the Egyptian priest to Solon to Dropides, and finally to him, would continue to resonate through the ages. Section 8. Atlantis, Fact or Fiction. To this day, the story of Atlantis continues to fascinate and inspire. Was it a real city swallowed by the sea, or a symbolic creation intended to teach us about ourselves? While the mystery remains, the power of the story is undeniable. It serves as a reminder of the cyclical nature of civilizations, the allure and danger of power, and the importance of heeding the lessons of the past. Perhaps somewhere beneath the waves lie the ruins of a once great city, a silent testament to the Atlantis of Plato's imagination. Or perhaps the true Atlantis exists within us, a reminder of our potential for both greatness and destruction, a call to strive for wisdom and balance in a world often consumed by chaos. The search for Atlantis continues not just in the depths of the ocean, but in the depths of our own hearts and minds.